EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us down under in the beachside city of Melbourne, Australia. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Aviators of Melbourne. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Hey, Silver.
They go play action with Hurts. And his first pass is incomplete. When you look at this defense, we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. In motion right, Watkins. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. It's caught. Smith. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's able to break out a 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
On 2nd down, Goodson. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
15. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
Taking it about the 16. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that 1st-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Smith catches left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And an Eagle 1st down. Great.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Here's Hurts to throw.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Great.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Aviators nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Sheds off the tackle. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues. continues to come through, doesn't it? When they move the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Throwing is Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go in an entertaining first quarter of play. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. These two teams all tied after one. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Hurts changing up the play. Quick slant to Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Escaping the pressure right. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down and 8. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got an open man here. It's KJ Hamler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Mahomes now to throw. Travis Kelce, and touchdown. Travis Kelce, 63 yards. And the Aviators are an extra point away from evening this one up. The York on now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
63.
Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Touchdown! Dallas Goddard from 21 yards away. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. He's done it. 1,000 career catches with that last reception.
I don't care what you've done in your life. How many things have you done 1,000 times of significance? How about this? With that catch, now closing in on the top 10 all-time in NFL history, a very significant achievement.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Yellow! Hey, 15! Watch out!
Right back to him on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down. Well, we made a big deal about catch number 1,000, as we should. Now he's at 1,001, so he's building towards 2,000, Charles.
I like your optimism, and I love your math. Let's go ahead and get the next 1,000, and he started on it already.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Play action. Here's Hurts. Out to his left. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
I call it no gain there on the first down play.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They go play action with Hurts.
Blitz coming and down he goes. He tried to get away but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on 1st and goal. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
A touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with him.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down now. Goodson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On first down, Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's Hurts to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing is Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Eagles 42, Aviators 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And there he goes again. Still going inside the 30.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Aviators get a bit closer.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper.
And, oh, he coughed it up. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Quinn Miners, third-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty.
Yellow. Hey, let's go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
That's going to be taken in by Downs.
And all the way in for the touchdown.
Josh Downs, 60 yards. And the Aviators are able to claw one back.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
There he goes, right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
63. Hey, let's go.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
Hey, Silver. Hey!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti.
Hurts.
And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And Hurts going to move him around.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
A.J. Brown
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out, and you and I, let's get to the airport.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
They'll run the draw here with Swift.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Hey, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
2nd and 11.
18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And now whistles blow here. Play is stopped, and we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Swift.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
One more time with Swift.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
From the 5, 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.